Some days I just don't want to stand in front of the cameras and talk about road toll numbers. This is one of them, 229. We're 25 over this year from this time last year. 25 more people have not got home to their families this time this year than last year. We're running since April at 15 every fortnight. The last fortnight it was 25. These numbers are just not acceptable. We have been forced into Operation Saturation, where we're going to increase the police resources into the state to try and stem this loss of life. It's a horrible situation. We need people to take their foot off the accelerator, stop the grog, stop using your telephones and put your minds into gear when you're behind the wheel. And if that's not going to work, there are going to be more marked police cars out than you've seen in a long time. And they're going to be there for 2 lots of 2 weeks. Can I thank the police and the police minister for working with us? We've freed the money up from the Centre for Road Safety. That's the revenue from the speed cameras that will be used to pay for this extra enforcement. And if we can save one life, me standing here today has been worthwhile.
But quite frankly, I'm tired of seeing people from government and New South Wales Police have to come and stand before the cameras and simply plead for people to do something about saving their own lives or others. Frankly, we've had a gutful of it. We don't know what else to do. The messages are out there. Don't drink and drive, yet people still do it. Don't speed, yet you still do it. Wear your seatbelts, yet you don't click and clack. The only way that we can address this tide of unacceptable deaths on our roads is to saturate our roads and make people pay the consequences for breaking the rules, jeopardising their own lives and the lives of others. I spent 20 odd years in the cops. I pulled enough bodies out of cars myself. In the cops I had a gut full of it, and now in government I'm sick of the police that serve our state so well having to go through with our other emergency services the same trauma of pulling people out of cars when each of those accidents are completely unnecessary and completely avoidable if people just took a bit more time and common sense. I spent years having nightmares about some of the bodies I had to pull out of cars, and I don't want any other police officer or emergency service worker having to do it. I don't want to have to stand next to mothers who have lost their childs because of road accidents anymore. This is the last time we'll be pleading for you to do something to help yourself and help others.
Just the fact that in the last fortnight we lost 21 people on our roads is not a good position for any of us to be in, and we don't want to see it happening again, and we need to do something about it. And when I say we, it means all of us. We need to do something about it. This has such a wide impact on everybody. It has a wide impact on families and friends, and if you're at fault, this will definitely have a massive impact on the rest of your life. And what it comes down to is people's decisions on the road. And of particular concern is where we're seeing some of the increases in pedestrians, passengers, and older road users. And these are the very people whose safety depends on the actions and the decisions of other road users. So the appeal is for people to start thinking about their choices and their decisions. I know from a police perspective, our decisions are clear. We will be out on the roads 24/7 over this period of saturation. We will be enforcing the law. We will be conducting random breath testing. We will be conducting random drug testing. We will be making sure that people don't break the speed limit. But what we can't do is make people's individual decisions. So it's up to individuals to make that decision. It's your decision whether you speed. It's your decision whether you put on your seatbelt. It's your decision whether you pick up that mobile phone if you're behind the wheel. It's your decision if you get into a car after you've been drinking. There cannot be any more important decision that you can make. Don't worry about all the other decisions. If you don't make that right decision, you won't be making any decisions the rest of the day or thereafter. It's up to you to make sure you drive responsibly. And these are the factors that are contributing to our increase in our road toll. So with Operation Saturation, it starts tomorrow. It will go for 10 days. It will be just that. We will saturate the roads. We will be targeting speeding, we'll be targeting fatigue, distraction, drug taking and driving, drink driving, and we will be out there. But please make the right decision. And the consequences are just heartbreaking of what happens when people lose their lives on their roads, but their families. And today we also have a very special person here, Michelle Davis, who will tell her story, who is a mother who lost 2 children on the roads. And I can't think of a more brave and courageous woman to come and talk about the realities of what road trauma is about. Thank you.
In 2005, I lost both of my sons in a motor vehicle crash, and enough is enough really. What more can we do? We're just trying to get the message across to people to slow down and pay attention to the road rules and put away the mobile phones. The more police we have on the road, the more protected we feel, the more people will behave. However, that behaviour has to continue when a police officer is not on the road. Otherwise, like my own sons, your family members or you yourself will not make it home. And I'm telling you now, it's a very sad, long journey for all of your loved ones if you do not make it home, especially if it's for some reason that could have actually been avoided. In my case, it was speed, and that was the result. All of our lives were changed forever. So I support these programs because I've been doing this now for the past 8 years, trying to support and get out a road safety message to everybody, in particular young drivers, but everybody, to just please slow down. That's all you need to do. The police are there to protect us. They give us the rules for a reason. Let's pay attention and make sure you get home to have dinner tonight.